and welcome to Connecticut Style. I'm Teresa LaBarbera. We're so glad you're joining us. Coming up today, all it takes is one error message on your computer to create a big problem. Author and teacher Abby Stokes is back with simple troubleshooting tips that can save you time, money, and a lot of aggravation. And the career of artist Colleen Browning is rediscovered and celebrated at Fairfield University. We'll tell you about 2 exhibits you'll want to check out, and we're here in the kitchen with executive chef Christopher Steele and manager Nicole Lafrada. How'd I do?
Perfect.
You guys are from Hilton Hartford and M&M Bistro.
Yes.
And what's on tap for today? What are we going to make?
Today we're making creme brulee.
That's pretty good. Everyone likes creme brulee, right?
Everybody loves creme brulee.
Nicole, you're going to tell us a little bit about Hartford Hilton coming up shortly?
I am. Very excited.
Very good. All right, guys, let's start the show. Look right into camera 2. Tell everyone at home what they need to do.
Sit back and relax.
You're having lunch with style.
Save home heating. Repaired quickly, repaired correctly.
Call Tri-City and diagnose any heating problem for $49.
Save big during Empire Today's 70% off sale. Call or go to EmpireToday.com to schedule a free in-home appointment. Get beautiful styles and colors, 70% off. Carpet for every room in your home, 70% off. Empire makes it easy. You shop at home and get professional installation when you want, even next day. Don't miss Empire's 70% off sale. Schedule now. Go to EmpireToday.com or call
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
Good housekeeping has helped America's women live the good life. Today, women have changed, and so have we. The all-new Good Housekeeping will help you look good with the latest anti-aging beauty secrets. Feel good with surprising wellness tips. Enjoy good food with guilt-free recipes and much more. Act now and get 3 issues risk-free. If you like them, you'll get 9 more, 12 in all, for just $7.97. If not, cancel and they're on the house. It's the new Good Housekeeping.
Go online or call 1-800-993-2136 now.
We save plumbing. Repaired quickly, repaired correctly.
Call Tri-City and diagnose any plumbing problem for only $39.
Computers have really transformed our lives. We depend on them to do so much, but when there's a technical glitch, a lot of people don't know what to do. Abby Stokes is the author of Is This Thing On? A Computer Handbook for Late Bloomers, Technophobes, and the Kicking and Screaming, and she's here with some easy troubleshooting tips. Welcome back, Abby.
Nice to be here.
It is always frustrating if you have a server not responding or fatal error occurred. I don't even know what that means, but it's
well,
very
I think that's the first problem. Is it's so scary. Like, what is a? It's not a fatal error.
It's very intimidating.
It's very if you think of it like a car, you know, the car stalled on a cold day, that's sort of all that's happening with your computer, so it's not really a fatal error. It's important to like not take that language so seriously.
All right, so is there anything we can do to prevent these problems from happening?
Yeah, the good thing is what you should do is look at it when it's working, especially the modem. The modem is what connects you to the internet, and there are a series of lights on the modem. If you look at it when the modem is working, then you'll know which light should be green, because it'll be easy to look back at it and go, oh, that light is orange, so that's where the problem is.
That's a great thought there.
Yeah, so figure it out when it's working.
So really, what is the first step when your computer stops working? Other than cry.
Well, other than cry, walk away from the computer, because sometimes it's just going to take it a couple of minutes to actually restore itself. It did just have a hiccup. So the best thing you can do is just step away from the computer, go make a phone call, pour yourself a drink, whatever you want to do, but just leave it alone for a couple minutes.
All right, you come back, it's still not working.
It's still not working. All right, at that stage, what you probably want to do, especially if the mouse isn't working, so you can't do anything, is turn off the computer. And there are 2 ways to do that. You can soft boot it or hard boot it. Literally think of it like kicking it with a soft boot or kicking it with a hard boot. The soft boot on a PC would be to hold down the Control, Shift, and Escape key, and you can turn it off. With an Apple, it's the Command, Opt, and Escape key. If you have to hard boot it, just hold down the power key and start to count to 10. By the time you get to 10, the computer will just gently shut off. Don't be surprised when you finally turn it back on again. It may say it wasn't shut off properly. That's okay.
Which it wasn't.
Which
right?
it wasn't, exactly, because you had to sort of hard boot it. Give it, after you turn it off, give it a minute to just settle down before you turn it back on again.
All right, you say play doctor. What exactly does this mean when it comes
what
to...
you have to sort of do is diagnose the problem. So let's say you're visiting a website and the website doesn't open up. Before you assume you're wrong or assume the computer's wrong, it could just be the website. So the next thing to do is try a different website. CNN's website is a very good website to go to because it's sort of lush, and if that opens up, you know everything's right. If CNN's website doesn't open up, it could be your browser. Most people go on the internet using either Internet Explorer, Firefox, or Safari. Have more than one of those available on your computer. Try the browser, because it could be that Internet Explorer isn't working, but Firefox will. That means it isn't you or your computer. If that doesn't work, then something's either wrong with the computer or wrong with your internet connection, and that's when you turn everything off, unplug it, and turn it back on again. Yeah, just start out fresh.
Abby, you say it's important to take notes. Why would you suggest
Well,
this?
twofold. You want to take notes for when a problem is happening, so you can detect, is it chronic at the same time of day? Is it happening with a particular program? So you can reflect back and say, every day at 5 o'clock, I can't get on the internet. Well, maybe that's because traffic patterns are heavier at 5 o'clock. So the other thing is, when you're trying to troubleshoot it yourself, write down what the settings were before you make any changes, because you'll never remember them if you want to revert back to it was. So notes beside the computer is always handy.
And when do you say enough is enough, I need some help here?
Obviously, if the computer won't turn back on again. That's a very serious problem. Otherwise, if it's chronic and no matter what you're doing, you're not fixing it, that's the time that you either want to call in a family or call in a tech support person.
Okay. When buying a computer, you're always offered that extra warranty. Would you recommend getting that?
If you have a laptop, for sure, because it tends to be you're moving a laptop around more than a desktop, and so it's more likely that something may happen to it. You want to check whether the warranty's with the manufacturer or with the store. Because if it's not a totally reputable store, you really want to have the guarantee be with the manufacturer. And you want to decide, you're going to have the computer for at least 3 years, I would say. So if you're going to get a warranty, bother to get the longer term warranty, because chances are it'll crap out the moment the warranty is ineffective.
Go figure, right? All right, Abby, we're out of time. Very good advice. Thank you so much. The name of the book again is This Thing On?
A Computer Handbook for Late Bloomers, Technophobes, and the Kicking and Screaming.
And it's available just about everywhere.
Yes.
Very good, Abby. Thanks again for being here. And coming up next, I'm heading into the kitchen. We're making some creme brulee with the folks from Hilton Hartford's M&M Bistro when style returns.
Funerals are a very difficult thing for a family to go through. Besides the sorrow, loved ones are left with the decisions, the details, and the high cost of arranging a funeral. That's why Funeral Advantage was formed, to help protect your family in time of need. It pays your loved ones up to $20,000 cash immediately for funeral and any other expenses.
It was so easy. There were no long, complicated forms to fill out, and no physical exam or doctor visit was required.
Funeral expenses are rising steadily and can easily cost $9,000 or more. But the most government benefits will pay your family is only $255, leaving your loved ones the financial burden to pay the rest.
What a relief knowing that my benefits will never be canceled and my rate is locked in for life.
If you're between 40 and 85, get the facts today that could help keep your family financially protected. Call the toll-free number to get your free information guide. Funeral Advantage is something we'll all need. There's no risk or obligation. Don't put it off. Call now.
To get your free information guide, call 1-800-576-5444. You have absolutely no risk or obligation. That's 1-800-576-5444. 1-800-576-5444. Don't wait. Call now.
You'll find classic favorites and fresh, innovative dishes at the Hilton Hartford M&M's Bistro. Today we have manager Nicole Lafrada and executive chef Christopher Steele here with us on the show. Hi guys, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Nicole, tell me right off the bat a little bit about M&M Bistro.
Sure, M&M Bistro, it's located right inside the Hilton Hotel in downtown Hartford. We specialize in a lot of classic favorites in a very modern decor setting. We're known for offering breakfast all day. We also do a breakfast buffet 6 days a week. It's a big hit on the weekends. We have a nice patio outside seating for the spring and summer, which is coming up. So a lot of great happenings.
A lot of great options. Yeah, one of my favorite breakfast places when I lived in Hartford, Monkey Bread. How great is that?
That's the house favorite.
It is, right?
Yes.
All right, Chris, today we are making a creme brulee. Everyone loves creme brulee.
Everybody loves creme brulee, and I feel like everybody kind of gets intimidated by it, so I'm here today to just kind of...
Well, you do have a torch here involved.
Yeah. Well, the torch you can take or leave it, but...
All right, and this is on the menu. We'll find it at the M&M?
Yes, absolutely, yep.
All right, let's get started.
All right. We have some heavy cream right here. I'm going to pour that into our pan.
Okay.
Get that
that pan is hot, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Get that heating up. While I'm doing this, I'm going to put you to work.
Yeah, great idea.
This is 6 egg yolks. Put it in our bowl right there, just like that.
Am I whisking?
Yep, you can start whisking. This is a cup of sugar.
Okay.
And you're going to want to whip that till it's nice and frothy.
Okay. Sounds good.
This is what I'm doing here. This is a French vanilla bean.
That's a real vanilla bean too we're dealing with.
So I'm scraping out all what they call the caviar out of the vanilla bean. Most people call vanilla seeds, but it's actually called caviar.
Oh, interesting. Nicole, while we're cooking here, tell us a little bit about Taste of Hartford, which is happening now.
Yes, we're very excited. Taste of Hartford just began this past Monday. We had a great turnout. We're offering a 3-course meal for 2013 to celebrate the new year. The menu is created by our very own Chef Steele, and it will be going on for 2 weeks. So we're expecting a good turnout.
Big bang for your buck with that.
Oh yeah, great
right?
deal. Can't beat it.
All right.
All right.
So you
well,
put
that's
the caviar in there.
Yep. And we're going to do what we call tempering, which is slowly adding hot to something cold.
Okay.
So I'm going to have you whisk that.
Okay, keep going.
And
My arm's getting tired.
While
Chef.
you're whisking that, I'm going to pour in the hot cream.
Okay.
You just keep going. You're doing a good job, by the way.
Thank you. I'm trying very hard here.
It's a good workout.
It is.
Now this is done to make sure that we don't cook the eggs right away with the hot cream. Otherwise, you end up with scrambled eggs.
Oh, we don't want that, do we, in our
Right.
creme brulee?
So it's a nice subtle way to bring the eggs up to temperature without scrambling them.
All right. Well, we'll keep doing this. Nicole, tell us about the wine dinner coming up on the 13th.
Yeah, in preparation for Valentine's Day, we're doing our first ever wine dinner at the restaurant. We're doing it on Wednesday, February 13th. It's a 5-course menu put together by a chef here. We also have our wine connoisseur, Ray, from Alan S. Goodman, and he's going to be hosting the event and matching a wine for every course that's brought out. So you're going to learn a lot about wine while also enjoying a tasty meal. It should be a good time.
Sounds fun. Great. Keep whisking, right, Chef?
I think you're done.
Okay, good.
I think we're all done. I can see you're getting tired. So we're going to whisk this into our ramekins here.
Now, do you have to prepare the ramekins anyway, or not
You
really?
want to put them in a pan, an oven-safe pan, with a towel at the bottom. The towel at the bottom will keep them from moving around while they're baking.
Oh.
If you don't have ramekins, you can use a coffee cup, small coffee cups. Another nice way to do it is if you have like small espresso cups.
Oh, that's really cute, actually, to serve it like that.
Cute presentation, right?
Very good. So this is going, a little water bath here?
Yep, you're going to fill it up till comes up to about halfway around the ramekin.
Okay.
It's what we call a hot water bath.
And the benefit of this?
It keeps the eggs from scrambling. The eggs are really sensitive.
Got it.
So we cover this with foil. You're going to throw it in the oven, 300 degrees for about a half an hour.
And that's that, huh? And
Yep.
what do you know? You seem to have some done already over here.
I do.
This is where the torch comes in, right?
This is where the fun begins, yes.
Okay.
So we have some sugar here. Take it out, sprinkle it all over the top.
And we're getting that hard caramelized sugar. This is what we're attempting to do here?
Yep.
Got
this
it.
is your crunch. You want to have
Okay.
a crunch in every dessert, and this is our crunch for today.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to have you, if you want, if you're not too scared.
Yeah, I think I can handle it. As long as we don't burn my hair or anything.
And we're going to go in a nice swirling motion over the top.
Okay. That didn't... What did I do? Why did that happen?
That's okay. We're going to go over the top just a little bit.
Oh, see, now it looks good. We better leave that to the pros. Oh, and it smells like creme brulee now.
Yep, and that's it.
Oh.
Well, you can do this 3 or 4 times, depending on how much
crunch you really want.
How much
right?
crunch you really want, right?
All right, Chef. We're going to try these at the end of the show. Thank you so much for being here, Nicole. Thank you for all the information about Hilton Hertford. Of course, we'll put the recipe over on WTNH.com. Again, we are located right on Trumbull Street, connected to the Hartford Hilton.
Yes.
All right, up next. We're going to try, up next, Fairfield University celebrates the work of artist Colleen Browning when style returns. Don't go anywhere.
People say it's too cold in this apartment building, so they called us, and we started fighting for them.
You don't know how much good you're doing by coming here and shedding some light. This makes us think that you have our back.
Now, after our story, the city is involved, and we're staying on this one for you.
Do you think that there's going to be a difference?
I absolutely do, because Channel 8 is here now.
Who's got your back? News 8.
Injured in a car accident? Worried that you can't afford an attorney? Call me at 1-800-PERKINS. I don't get paid unless you get paid. Jonathan Perkins Injury Lawyers. Get the power of Perkins.
Don't miss Connecticut Home Interior's Customer Loyalty Sales Event. Yes, for a limited time only, save 40 to 60% off everything. Plus, take an additional 6.35% off your entire purchase as our way of saying thank you for being a loyal customer. Choose from the largest selection and some of the most exciting brand name home furnishings. Don't miss our Customer Loyalty Sales Event. Save 40 to 60% off everything, plus an additional 6.35%. Connecticut Home Interiors, your North Carolina connection, West Hartford and Avon.
I'm Keith Trantolo. I won't take more for my fee than I put in your pocket. And that's how it should be, because you're the one who's hurt, not me. I'll put the winning tradition of Trantolo and Trantolo on your side and the money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Artist Colleen Browning played an important role in America's contemporary realist movement in the 1950s. She was well known on the American art scene for several decades, and now Fairfield University is celebrating her career with 2 exhibits of her own. Joining me now to tell us all about it is Dr. Jill Dupy, the director of the Bellarmine Museum of Art at Fairfield University. Doctor, thanks for being here.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to join you.
First, we should talk about who Colleen Browning was.
And that's a very good question, a good place to start, because to be quite honest, even as an art historian, she wasn't particularly well known to me before one of my faculty colleagues at Fairfield University, Dr. Philip Eliasov, who authored a wonderful monographic work on the artist about 2 years ago. It was published, brought her to my attention, and it became very clear to me very quickly that this was a woman and an artist who deserved to be revisited.
Mm-hmm. She had great success early on in her career, but then almost disappeared. What happened?
Taste is what happened, and abstract expressionism. So if you're familiar with the work of Jackson Pollock with his famous strip paintings, that's what happened. Browning, for the whole of her career, specialized in what's called figurative art, which has the human figure in it, and also narrative art, which has a storyline or a plot, whereas these more abstract images, as I'm sure you are aware, are much more open to interpretation and are probing, the unconscious or the subconscious, much more, again, open to interpretation as opposed to her work.
All right, well, let's take a look at some of her work, and you can explain what we're looking at.
So here she is. She was born in England in 1918, and she came to America in 1949 and stayed here for the rest of her life until 2003 when she died. This is her self-portrait. It's undated, but assuredly from the 1950s, so within the first decade of her arrival in the States. And you can see that she's quite glamorous with her auburn hair, and she's paid careful attention to her own self-presentation in this work.
Okay.
Another slightly earlier work, this is from about 1946-47. Before she came to the States, just after she finished art school, she went into stage set design. She worked for a company called the J. Arthur Rank Organization, which was quite significant in the film industry in Britain, and for 3 years she was designing theater sets, backdrops, stage sets for them.
Wow.
So she really learned quite a bit in those years. And this is an East Harlem scene. When she moved to America, she came with her soon-to-be husband, Jeffrey Wagner, who was also British but a professor of English, and they got married immediately and chose to live in Harlem. She would later say she had no idea that it was then considered one of the lesser neighborhoods, but they really took to it like ducks to water, as they say. And she was painting scenes that she saw there.
Oh, really?
And we now flash forward to, again, reiterate the point that she painted what she knew. Still in New York City, of course. This is a New York City subway car, 1977. So she had a press pass. She spent a lot of time down in the tunnels looking at the cars, photographing them, and really familiarizing herself with the graffiti art that was down there and the people that rode the trains. Those are people that you can see through those round windows. Okay. And again, we jump forward 2 decades. This is about 6 years before her death. This is called Son and Her Daughters. And it is, again, a very, very apt reminder that she painted what she knew. She painted the people that she would meet in her encounters in Harlem and elsewhere, and was very interested in distinct ethnic types. And I think the umbrella was very interesting because she had a whole series of umbrella paintings from the 1970s as well.
All right, let's just put the information up on the screen. Where can we see all of this?
You need to come to Fairfield University's campus. We have 2 wonderful facilities, the Bellarmine Museum of Art and the Thomas Walsh Gallery, which is part of the Quick Center, our Performing Arts Center. And both shows will run for 2 months from this Thursday through March 24th.
All right, Dr. Jill Doopy, thank you so much for all the information.
My pleasure.
And stay with us, more Connecticut Style after the break. We'll be right back.
Can you believe that years ago, people used to throw away their old broken jewelry and silverware? It's like literally throwing away cash. Why not get paid to clean out your old valuables?
For fast cash and the highest prices paid, MC Fast Trading, West Hartford and Orange.
All across Connecticut, you'll find honest, hard-working people. But accidents happen, and workers get hurt on the job. Injured workers have families to take care of and bills to pay. They're not looking for a handout, just a hand. That's why we're here. Carter Mario Injury Lawyers will help you get the money you deserve for your injuries. If you've been hurt on the job, get Carter. 1-800-900-6700.
Pillsbury Grand's biscuits, delicious. But say I press a few out flat, add some beef, sloppy Joe sauce, and cheese, fold it all up, and boom. I just made an unbeatable unsloppy Joe. Pillsbury Grand's biscuits. Let the making begin.
What would you call an ordinary breakfast pastry that's been wrapped in a flaky crust, stuffed with a gooey center, toasted up all golden brown, then given a delicious design? A toaster strudel. Pillsbury Toaster Strudel. So delicious, so fun.
So you want fast cash for your old gold? I work in a business of tough competition and...
Just shut up, you had me at fast cash.
For fast cash and the highest prices paid, MC Fast Trading, West Hartford and Orange.
With countless anti-aging projects available on the market, how do you choose the right one for you? News 8's Jocelyn Mementa has the story.
So you were thinking about having some filler in your cheeks.
Lorraine Martino sees her dermatologist when needed.
I'm most concerned about sun damage, fine lines, less fat tissue on my face.
But Dr. Alicia Zonka recommends
I'm a big fan of exfoliating.
Getting your skincare routine down to get the most out of costly products aimed at slowing down the aging process. Start in the shower with a cleanser with glycolic or salicylic acid.
Use your exfoliator there, and then as soon as you get out of the shower, maybe pat your face dry, put your moisturizer on right away.
She prescribes a moisturizer with sunscreen of an SPF of at least 30.
People do not realize how much chronic sun exposure ages the skin. It's really the worst offender.
At night, gently cleanse face with a non-soap cleanser and apply a moisturizer with retinol.
It helps with fine lines. It helps with pores. It helps with oily skin.
Be sure to remove eye makeup. Dr. Zonka says a cotton ball with petroleum jelly does the trick. When it comes to purchasing products, it's not about the brand. It's about finding the right ingredient. Look for zinc oxide in sunscreen.
When you put that on your skin, you're actually having this, the sun bounces off your skin when the sun touches your skin. So it's a physical blocker, and it's so protective.
Retinol is best at night, enabling skin to rebuild while you sleep.
It helps the cells turn over, and by doing that, you help unplug pores, you help with fine lines, You can help with oiliness and pigmentation.
Look for antioxidants like grapeseed extract in skin creams.
The antioxidants basically is to help reverse sun damage.
For Lorraine, it comes down to following her doctor's recommendation.
But today I'm going to add some more exfoliation to my routine when I cleanse in the morning. And I think that will give me a little bit of an edge on what's going on with the color of the skin.
And that was Jocelyn Memento reporting. Walmart recently announced they will spend $50 billion over 10 years on new products all made right here in America. ABC's David Muir has the story.
Tonight, Walmart with that bold promise, buying an additional $50 billion in goods to sell made in America over the next decade. It comes after years of criticism that Walmart doesn't pay enough in wages, that the company sells too many products made overseas. Critics arguing that's how they keep their prices so low. We asked Walmart shoppers to check the labels today. It didn't take long.
China.
Maria Small and her new blouse.
Made in China.
This couple and their new stools.
Made in China.
But today, Walmart U.S. was adamant, saying 2/3 of what it sells in America is sourced right here in America. And they're now promising more. Maria, still searching that cart, did find something.
This one is made in the USA.
And that promise of $50 billion more spent?
They could spend that $50 billion in the first year. They could create as much as 170,000 jobs in the United States.
Sirkin says they'll likely spread that money out over the next decade, but they'll still be creating thousands of jobs. And he says it's now a big name behind a big trend.
Loan in. Thank you.
Companies suddenly arguing the math of manufacturing overseas doesn't always add up anymore. Apple revealing some of its Mac computers will soon say made in America. Global Foundries showing us those microchips, looking at factories in Europe and Asia, choosing upstate New York. And today we heard about that slowly changing math from Walmart.
Labor costs in Asia are rising. Oil and transportation costs are high. The equation's changing.
But we wanted proof that Walmart's promise will deliver. American companies weighing in tonight. Coleman Coolers, pointing to 160 manufacturing jobs helped by their partnership with Walmart already. And 1888 Mills outside Atlanta, Georgia. They've been making towels for Walmart overseas, telling us they've been asking Walmart why not a deal to make them here. Tonight, the deal has been made.
This is one of the towels Walmart will have in store with our made here packaging on it.
It says made in America?
It does.
Towels made here, about to be shipped to your local Walmart.
600 stores this spring and another 600 next fall?
That's correct.
That was David Muir reporting. We're back here in the kitchen with all of our guests. We have Dr. Jill Doobie, we have Abby Stokes here, and we have Chef Steve and Nicole from the Hilton Hartford. Chef Steve, how'd you finish off these pretty creme brulees?
Just some fresh berries. Any of your favorite fruit would work on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to dig in. Actually, I'll pass these out. We'll all enjoy some creme brulee. In the meantime, we want to thank everybody at home for watching. Make it a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Everybody can give a wave if you'd like. Bye.